Hi, fourth grade. We are continuing reviewing. This is reviewing not only adjectives, though, all the way back to capitalization and punctuation. So, quick review. Do I capitalize these things or not? Days of the week. Capitalize or not? Say out loud yes for capitalize, no for not. Yes, days of the week like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are capitalized. I'll give it a check if it gets capitalized. Seasons like summer, winter, fall, capitalize or not? Not, so I will give it an X. How about names of streets like Cottman Avenue or Roosevelt Boulevard or St. Vincent Street? Do those get capitalized or not? Yes, street names are proper nouns. They get capitalized. Animals like dog, cat, fish, orangutan, shark. Do they get capitalized or not? Not. Those are not specific names. If I said the name of my dog, Ruby, or the name of a shark, Jaws, those would be capitalized, but saying the kind of animal is not capitalized. It is not a proper noun. How about the beginning of a quotation? So like when you have quotation marks like this. The first word in a quotation, does it get capitalized or not? Yes, beginnings of quotations are capitalized. And names of cities, capitalized or not, like Philly or New York or Los Angeles. Yes, we capitalize names of cities. Okay. Next, we need to find some facts. What is something that's singular? If you said just one, you are correct. What about something that is plural? Two or more. Two or more. So singular is just one. Plural is two or more. I hope you're enjoying my sparkly pens. I just figured out how to use them and I thought they'd make this look a little more fun. A subject and a predicate together, what do they make? Now a subject, something like the water bottle or my dog or the bush. A predicate would be the verb and everything after it, like is wonderful or fell over or did a hula dance. A subject and a predicate together, what do we call that? A sentence. Sentence is a subject plus a predicate. Okay, next we're going to be looking at a couple punctuation marks. So here I have Tuesday, May 12, 2020, which is today if you're watching this on the correct day. Where would I put punctuation in this and what punctuation marks? I'm going to read it again and say the punctuation in the right spot as I read. Tuesday, May 12, 2020. Hopefully you said Tuesday, comma, using my little proofreading marks, May 12, comma, 2020. And if 2020 is the end of the sentence, we would put a period here. If it is not the end of the sentence, we would actually put a comma here before we continue the sentence. So this would be, let me put period or comma, depending if it was the end of the sentence or not right there. So Tuesday, comma, May 12, comma, 2020 with a period or a comma. We do not put a comma between the month and the date, but between the weekday and the month and the date and the year. Okay, over here. Mrs. H.J. Crocker is 5 feet 6 inches tall. There are several different kinds of punctuation marks missing from this sentence. Say out loud the punctuation in the right spot as I read it. Mrs. H.J. Crocker is 5 feet 6 inches tall. Hopefully you said several punctuation marks. Mrs. is a title, but it's the abbreviation of a title, so it gets a period. H is an initial for my first name, Heather, so it gets a period. J is another initial for my middle name, which I'm not telling you right now. I forget if I've told you all or not. Initials get periods. Crocker is my full last name, so no period. Is 5 feet. Feet is an abbreviation. There is a period after abbreviations. 6 inches, another abbreviation. Tall, end of the sentence, period. So hopefully you said a bunch of periods when I read that out loud. Mrs. period, H period, J period, Crocker is 5 feet period, 6 inches period, tall period. It's a whole lot of periods going on. For titles, initials, abbreviations, and the end of declarative or imperative sentences. Number 2. I is used in the subject or the object. Remember, the subject of the sentence is the beginning before the predicate. So, would I say, I am going to the store? Or would I say, he came to I? Which part of the sentence would I put I in? The beginning of the sentence. So, I is only used in the subject. It is not used in the object. People sometimes put it in the object and they are using it incorrectly. I should be in the subject. How about me? Would I say me is going to the store, or would I say he came to me? The second one, me is used in the end of the sentence, which is called the object of the sentence. Me is not used in the subject. Okay, these facts will help you with Remember D on page 182. You are going to be writing words in the blanks to complete the sentences and make them true. Now for write E, the directions say on notebook paper, and your directions say to do it on a sticky note, so please just stick the sticky note in your workbook on the page so that I can find it easily. So on a sticky note, write 3 interesting informative adjectives that could describe each of the following nouns. So we'll practice with twig. We need 3 adjectives that could describe twig. I'm just giving us more room. So what's one adjective that could describe twig? Well, I could tell you the color. That would tell me what kind. It is a brown twig, or you could say tan. I could describe the size. That's another what kind adjective. It is small. I could describe the texture. I could say it is rough, or I could say bumpy. I could describe, what else? It is weak. I could describe that it's not strong. So you only need 3 good adjectives. By a good adjective, they do not mean the, and an. Those are adjectives, the articles are, but it says interesting and informative. These are neither interesting nor informative. I do not want to see them on your sticky note. Okay, moving over to the chick. We need 3 adjectives to describe our little chicken. Say some adjectives out loud. Say at least 3 that could describe the chick. Okay, hopefully you have a good little list. I think fluffy. You could say soft, fluffy. You could say yellow. I'm going to say pale yellow because that's even more interesting and specific. The more specific, the more interesting. I could say cute. That's an opinion one. I could say loud because chickens are loud. I could say young because it is not old. There's a lot of different adjectives you could say. So for write E on your sticky note, make sure you have at least 3 interesting ones, nice and specific. For remember F, we are adding punctuation marks, periods, commas, apostrophes and quotation marks, and capitals. So I'll read one and tell you how many punctuation marks, then I'd like you to press pause and say where they go. Ocean City, Maryland is a fun place to visit in the summer. There are 6 punctuation marks needed in number 1. Press pause and find all 6. Okay, let's add them. We have a city here, Ocean City, and a state, Maryland. So remember, between cities and a state, you put a comma. Also, when we have an address, city and state, at the end of it, we need to put a comma before going on with the rest of the sentence. Notice how I'm using my proofreading marks. Now, remember, cities and states are proper nouns, so we also capitalize them. 3 little underlines show that that should be a capital letter. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I also need a period at the end of the sentence. Remember, we do not capitalize seasons, so summer is not capitalized. Okay, number 2. I can't wait to build a sandcastle, squealed Jaya. In this sentence, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things change. Pause the video and find all 7. Okay, now first thing I'm seeing is Jaya is speaking. That tells me I need quotation marks. What is Jaya saying? I can't wait to build a sandcastle are her words. So before that, I need quotation marks, and after that. That's the first thing I need. Now, also, at the beginning of quotations, we always capitalize the first word, which is also an I that gets capitalized. Then at the end of quotations, before I continue, I always need some sort of punctuation here. It could be a comma, and that would work, but since she's squealing, I'm thinking she has strong emotion. And I'm going to stick in an exclamation mark. That's an exclamation mark if you cannot tell. Also, I'm missing an apostrophe. Did you see the contraction? Can't stands for cannot, so I need to add an apostrophe right in there. I also have Jaya, a name, needs to be capitalized, and ending punctuation, a period. I can't wait to build a sandcastle, squealed Jaya. Okay, number 3. No, you need to put on sunscreen before you swim, Mom said. So if someone's talking again, make sure you find the right punctuation for that. You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things again. Press pause and find all 7. Okay, let's see how you did. Again, I have a quotation. Mom is speaking. Mom's saying, no, you need to put on sunscreen before you swim. So before that, I need quotation marks. And after that, I need quotation marks at the beginning and at the end. Now remember, the first word in my quotation is always capitalized, no. And remember, at the end of the quotation, I need punctuation. Before I use an exclamation mark, this time, since she's not yelling, not doing strong emotion, I will use a comma right there. I also need a comma after no. No, comma. When we have yes or no or words like that, well, we put a comma after them if they begin a sentence. We also need a period at the end. And we're missing one thing. There's something being used as a name in this sentence. Which word is that? Mom. Mom is being used as a name because I could put Mom's name in there and it would make sense. Last one. Do you know, Donovan, if it is the Pacific Ocean or the Atlantic Ocean? In that sentence, you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things. Press pause and find all 9. Hopefully you capitalize the beginning, comma around the direct address, capitalize names of oceans, and question mark. That is all. I hope the review goes well.